Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you for downloading and checking us out this week. Rodrigo, we are in a bit of a tangle.
Yep. So last time
on Critical
Hit,
you succeeded in finding an entrance to this headquarters that's supposed to be hosting some sort of NHP that will help you on your future missions. Unfortunately, that headquarters seems to be first off on one of the moons, which is now an enormous botched terraforming attempt. So it has wild plant growth that's out of control, and it seems to be underneath some sort of maybe lake or something like that. Once it opened up, once you managed to get it open, basically suctioned you guys into a deep and dangerous abyss while you were tangled up in all of the wild growth. So we will pick up with Impact. Impact wakes up.
What the?
And you realize that you're in your mech. Feel your body. You're not dead or punctured in any way. Probably
Visual
some
checks of extremities. I do.
Yeah,
2
so
feet,
definitely
12 meters.
some dull aches since you guys have been taking like rockets and lasers for several hours. But your mech is sort of in a kind of dormant mode. Your reactor is still working, but you probably need to like reroute some power to be able to like move it around. You also hear, you realize it's not just your head throbbing, a very loud noise that is actually also sort of vibrating your mech a little bit. It's just this like constant like brrr.
So just like a dull roar.
Yep.
First thing, see if I can reroute everything to where I can get visuals and possibly move.
Okay.
Kick that. Push the other thing.
Yep. You're able to reroute power, and sure enough, your screens come back on. When they do, you can see another mech. You can also see like one of your arms, which has some like vines wrapped around it, but they don't seem to be constricting or anything. They seem to be like, just sitting on it. And you also see what you realize is the water line. Basically, you guys are underwater, and it's like going down very rapidly, just like down, 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 down. It like passes your sensor cluster, and then like it just is completely drained. And after it drains, within a second, the dull roar stops.
The roaring was some sort of spout, maybe. Can I tell whose mecha it is?
Yeah, it's Dr. B's mech.
Dr. B's. Paging Dr. B's. Are you in there?
Dr. B's has finally gotten his comms up.
Who is that?
Impact.
Do you have visual on anybody else?
No. Mostly what I have visual on is vines. I'm going to see if I can stand up. Can I stand up?
You stand your mech up. It is only difficult because, really more because A, your mech has taken a lot of damage, and B, because these are like weirdly shaped mechs. Like they're not, like they are sort of balanced when they're moving and running, but standing up is like actually weirdly a bit of a challenge. But once you're standing up, you can see that you are in a massive bunker. Like, your mech is 15 feet tall, and the ceilings are just nowhere near. They're like 100 feet high or something like that. I don't know. I'm terrible at distances, but they're very high. You're just absolutely massive. The walls are made of concrete or a concrete-like thing. And sure enough, you see Dr. B's mech, which you've already seen, and your other three companions' mechs also kind of lying down in various stages of twitching and getting their systems back online. But around this time, everybody gets their comms open.
MLT double knot. Chameleon, anyone there?
Yeah, bandwidth reporting in.
What hit us?
I think
it's too some. Oh, that makes sense.
Chameleon to Bisque. Are you there?
You do not hear a response from Bisque.
I'm going to try scanning the cavern.
Okay. You scan the cavern, which is a big bunker. It's like man-made. Well, you detect some plant life, but that's the plant life that you brought in with you. You also realize that there is what to you appears to be a massive rail gun. That is like part of like the floor, like it maybe extends out, and like maybe that the ceiling that you guys came in through, which was like a big hatch, maybe that opens up and this thing comes out. It could also be a catapult, you know what I mean, like for an aircraft or something, but it's hard to tell. Other than that, obvious exits are let's say west and north, and because I'm legally obligated as a millennial, Dennis.
Yes.
Tucson will roll up to his feet and see if he can find Bisque anywhere around here, his frame.
Bisque's
Bisque's
mech is not
down
here.
Yeah, he stayed up on the ridge and lured us into this hole.
This
trap
trap.
in the hedge.
Is it a trap? Or is it our goal?
I guess we should just be prepared for either eventuality.
I mean, what I can't tell is whether it's some sort of weapon or if it's a launch pad of some sort.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
This could be something like that.
First thing first, should we start patching up? Maybe keep our comms open and see if he gets in touch with us?
It's probably smart.
Yeah.
I'm not venting radiation right now, but, who knows what tomorrow will bring.
I've got some issues that need repaired too.
All right, you guys can definitely spend some time. You guys doing like a quick repair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of repair might clear my overcharge vector?
Well, that would have to be a long rest, but unfortunately, you need like resources for that.
Yeah, we need like a whole facility and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I'm trying to clear like a reactor compromised, I can just click on the repair buttons and that'll take care of it.
Yep.
Okay.
That should take care of everything.
Does anyone else show like 2 repairs to repair structure?
Yep. On my reactor, I had to have 2.
Yeah, the Everest gets repaired at 1 per structure.
Yeah, so is the Chomolungma, but it looks like when I go into like the repair thing, it still shows 2.
Well, if it charges you for 2, you can just press the like little plus sign and get another one back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so CompCon at this stage in the CompCon that is generally available in 2025 is more of a character sheet than like really an automated system.
Yeah.
They are working on CompCon right now, and certainly while we're playing this game, there's probably going to be this huge update that's going to like really change it.
So we'll see. The stuff we've been doing.
Yeah, all the stuff that we've already learned is going to change, but hopefully it'll change for the better.
So, am I pushing a repair button?
So what you can do is whatever's broken,
Mhm.
you can do it either way. CompCon, just be mindful that CompCon's going to, I guess, charge you more for structure.
Okay.
It actually
you
worked
can-
all right for mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like maybe the Everests are okay.
Oh, maybe it's just the Chomolungma that does it. Yeah, so Matthew, you should be good to just like hit repair and it'll like just spend points to repair whatever.
Where's repair?
Hit start
I
rest.
vent some noxious gases and patch a few things, and then the red warning lights all go off, and everything first slowly turns yellow all throughout the cockpit, and then little by little everything turns green. I'm at
Okay.
full health, full stress, full structure.
Okay. How
I
many
may-
repairs do you have left?
3.
Oh, nice. So yeah, I think I will spend 1 repair to fix the structure and keep the last repair capacity in reserve.
Okay. What are your hit points at?
Full.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I spent one repair on replacing the structure I lost, and another one to bring my HP to full.
Actually, 12 out of 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
but-
claims that I have to pay 2 to fix my reactor.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think the
that's what we-
structure is or the discount is just for structure and not repair.
Yes.
Okay, so I am officially out of repair capacity, but
Okay.
I'm at 100%.
So you guys spend some time repairing your mechs. It probably takes about an hour. During which, like, nothing happens. There's when I said that there were exits, they're like big metal doors, like doors that presumably open with some sort of mechanism north and west of you.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing comes through there, no signals come in or anything. You're pretty sure that this thing is like some sort of super future version of lead line concrete. Like you're not going to be able to get to easily be able to broadcast anything from your mechs or get any signals from outside.
Do the vines go up and out, or did all the vines just come down with us and there's no...
They came down
nothing
with
to
us.
climb?
They came down with you. Basically, that hatch closed fast and hard enough behind you that it
okay.
like chopped
Cut
any
'em off.
vines that were like that were
Okay.
lingering.
All right. Well, MLT double knot chameleon, we need to make a choice. Either we go north or we go west as we try to find this rogue AI.
Yeah,
Did we
so
have any information about the innards of the facilities?
You do not.
And no scanning gets outside of the quadro titanium walls.
Correct.
I would like to examine the railgun.
Okay. You spend some time looking at it. Yeah, this probably is a launcher of some kind.
Okay.
It's just like it's really advanced and fancy, but it is meant to like you could use it as a railgun if you just put like some projectile that fits in here and you shot it at something. You'd probably do a lot of damage to it.
Does it look
whatever
like
you
it's
hit.
powered?
It is like it needs power. It is not currently powered up.
Okay.
I don't think it's time to explore this here facility.
yeah, I do think it would behoove us to stick together. So
For sure. Just in case one of them drones is around.
Yeah, choose a route. Should we just stick?
I say
vote
north.
North.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay. You walk up to the north door. Again, it's a big rectangular metal door, like it's like a bunker door. A question: did anybody load up? What are they called? Like manipulators?
Nope.
No.
I feel like he talked me to take the manipulators off and put on jump jets.
Well, I stand. If it's between manipulators and jump jets, I stand by that.
Okay.
Those would be under systems?
Yep.
No.
You are at least temporarily frustrated from your ability to go north by a little pad that presumably opens the door that is too small for your giant mech fingers.
What's the atmosphere?
The atmosphere seems breathable. Humid, but breathable.
I'll exit my mech suit and see if I can manually open up the door.
Okay. Jump down from your mech.
Yep.
Yeah. Atmosphere is fine. I mean, presumably you could keep your helmet or
I'm definitely doing
rebreather
that.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've been inside the greenhouses of Jaguar House. I know what happens when these things pollinate. It's not good.
sure. You walk up to the pad and it seems to be pretty simple, except for the fact that everything is in a language that you don't understand, but there's like a very clear, like kind of like emergency door open button.
Okay. I will push that and see what happens.
Okay, you press it. There's a brief message that you don't understand, but Bandwidth does, which basically says, would you like to use the emergency open on this door?
Yes, accept.
Just press the button again.
Press the button again.
Press the button, and sure enough, the door opens.
I'll climb back into my mech.
Okay. Through it, you guys are able to see another concrete bunker-looking area.
Scan that area.
Okay, you scan that area. There is even less stuff there. It actually seems to be completely empty aside from like more doors.
Well, I suppose we should leave some breadcrumbs just in case Biss comes down here. And I'll grab a handful of vines and stick them in the front loader of my mech and slowly drop a few of them as we go.
Okay. You guys go through the door.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You find yourselves in a similarly large, just like the dimensions of the floor are different. Bunker. Exits now are south, the way you came, north, east, and west. But it's worth pointing out that the east door is somewhat smaller. The previous door is large enough that you guys would have been able to walk with your mechs like shoulder to shoulder, like two of you with no problems. This one you can only fit one mech through, but it is large enough that your size 1 mechs can comfortably walk through.
There's nothing in here, like no supplies, boxes, signage.
There are some. There's like some consoles, and there is some signage in that there's some like yellow and black lines painted in some areas that pretty clearly are like stand clear of the doors kind of stuff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did the door stay open behind us?
Yep.
All right. I figure we open all the doors and see what we can see, maybe.
Yeah. Sounds fair.
I'll pop out and get the small door.
Bandwidth, this is Chameleon. Can you read any of the language in this room?
Yeah, am I able?
Yep.
All right. Yes, yeah, I can read it. It's to be mostly caution signs and the like.
Nothing that indicates what's in these rooms?
Anything along those lines?
No, they're not labeled.
Nope, not seeing any labels or anything.
Tucson, since you're out of your mech suit, are those consoles active?
Let's see here.
They are active in the sense that they're like in sleep mode.
Okay. Seeing what happened previously, I'll punch the emergency door open button twice.
Okay. This time you get a readout of what appears to be this room. It's like an almost perfectly square room, and it's a little wider along, like, quote unquote, the base. So the southern and northern sides are a little bit longer, but only by a bit. And you see a readout that has a northern door, an eastern door, a southern door, and a western door.
Oh boy.
North again?
And yes, the southern door has a little thing that says emergency protocol engaged, door open. Or really it says nothing, but I mean, actually, I'll take that back. Tucson can kind of figure out what it says. Also from the context of it, like being like pointing at the southern door, you know that it's like basically saying the southern door is open.
Yeah. Can I get it to open the eastern door then?
The eastern door, you go to, you try to get it to open it, and it says emergency, tunnel flooded, collapse imminent.
Oh. It looks like the tunnel's collapsed on the other side of this here door. I don't think we want to go that way. Well, at least not yet. Let me check the other ones. I'll try the north door.
You go to the north door. It says, once again, gives you a sort of warning that's like, would you like to emergency open this door?
Yes.
Okay. The northern door opens.
Is it the west door that was slightly smaller?
The east door is slightly smaller and also appears to be a collapsed tunnel, according to the...
And possibly flooded.
Console.
And possibly flooded.
Okay.
Yeah, well, actually, that's true. It says it is flooded. It says collapse imminent.
Yeah. Do we see anything through north door?
Poke your sensor cluster through.
Yeah.
This is a mech hangar.
Oh.
There are various sort of vestibules or segments, each with scaffolding, so that you could, if you were to stand your mechs up there, you'd be able to, reach the manipulators or reach the sensor cluster, outside of your mech. There are also here several bits of like heavy mech repair equipment. So like think of those like scissor lift carts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's some of those. There's some like little forklift guys. There's like some like heavy basically imagine like an electric screwdriver, but it's like the size of a person kind of a thing. And then also here, actually a lot of like normal size stuff, bolt cutters, stuff like that. They're kind of neatly placed in individual toolboxes by every pod, or by every like area where a mech would be. They seem pristine and like they've never been touched. And I'll also point out that all of the mechanical stuff, all like the scissor lifts and jackhammer screwdrivers or whatever, are all colorfully paneled. So they're like, electro yellow and like bright pink and like orange and stuff.
Any frames in here?
No frames other than yours once you come in.
Fair. But any of this stuff be beneficial to us to use without having to do like a full repair?
There's nothing here that can give you any additional repairs, but if you did find a way to do an additional repair, this stuff would be incredibly useful. Like you basically don't have the repair materials, but here there's a ton of tools that would definitely help.
Keep that.
No.
Does this mech hangar have any other exits?
No other exits other than back the way you came, which is south.
What's directly up? Is there look like there's an opening or anything up there?
There does not appear to be an opening. This room is completely closed.
Yeah, no hangar.
So it sounds like the mechs were moved south into where we came in and launched.
Then launched, yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that big, let's call it middle room, is some sort of like just big staging area. So, it's just like big wide room so that your mechs don't run into each other on the way out or whatever.
Tucson, can you try that west door?
Yeah. I'll fly over there in my mobility hard suit and pop that door open.
Okay. Are you just staying out of your mech, or are you like climbing back down?
For the time being.
Okay. You fly back over. You want to describe your mobility suit jetpack thing?
Yeah, it's basically got a like Rocketeer kind of jetpack on the back of his suit. It's a little bit more space to the sides because it's intended for narrow confines and like quick motion or quick maneuvering rather than like high speed. But otherwise, just a nice, like, good suit for being out in the heat and the desert.
Okay. You fly over and you can get a readout that like points to the western door in the staging area, and it asks you again if you want to open it through emergency protocols.
As long as I don't see any warning about collapse imminent, I'll give it a shot.
Okay. The door opens. Also, you kind of thought that it was nothing at first, but when you touch the console, there's like some sort of like current running through it that keeps like oscillating. So it's like if it was making a sound, it'd go like like it's just kind of, and it's not like a regular oscillation. It like seems to be, to you, it seems kind of random.
The electronics here seem to be on the fritz a bit. There's some kind of signal going through the door system. I don't know. Maybe something's crossed.
Maybe.
Anybody have any electrical engineering expertise?
Yes, was engineering in general, but
sure.
If you want to take a look at it.
Yep. I'll head over there, hop out of my mech.
Okay.
And take a quick look at it.
With both of these guys out of their mech suits, I pull out my thermal lance.
And kill him.
Just to I mean,
yeah, I know.
Sure.
Yeah, you're back. You're being backup. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just ready for anything.
Okay. So Dr. Bees gets out, starts poking at it. You have instruments, so you could like try and like plug something into it to get a readout of what it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can basically either you have or you can whip together essentially an oscilloscope that will like visualize the pattern and possibly even turn it into sound if you want. And it is kind of like a
okay, yeah. Use the little printer to. I've got the handheld printer. Can I make the gear with that?
Sure.
All right. Yeah. Figure out what I need to be able to like hook up to this thing. Like, all right. Program it into the printer. Wait 30 seconds. Plug in everything.
Yeah, definitely. And you can, you play it out loud, and when Bandwidth hears that oscillation, he recognizes it as a code.
Wow. Yeah. Seems to be some kind of code. Am I able to decrypt it?
Yeah. You listen to it for a bit.
Oh, hey. Looks like Bisk is trying to contact us. Can we figure out a way to reply?
Yeah, you're probably gonna need to like print out something else to plug into the console or possibly something else. But the console would be good enough for now.
All right. Yeah.
All right. By the way, you guys opened that western door and like no owl bears have come crashing through it, so it
Nice.
seems like there's nothing like dangerous in there. So yeah, after a little while, you guys are able to build something to reply to Bisque.
So send back reply. Yeah, it all seemed to be okay. Made some quick repairs. Seem to be in an underground facility. Have located a mech hangar and launching device. Exploring further. If we get any acknowledgement of receipt or reply.
Yeah, he acknowledges.
Yeah.
Does he?
Right.
Can you ask him if he knows which way we should be going?
Yeah, I'll ask him. Any idea as to the location of the NHP within this facility?
You get this message as you're getting ready to send that.
He hasn't responded to my question, but he does say to be cautious, and if we counter Melvin, to not engage.
Well, then I reckon we're looking for a way to get Bisque in here.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Is there anything on the console about launch or anything like that for launching mechs?
It doesn't. There is some sort of protocol for opening the launching bay.
All right. Yeah, I think I got something. See if I can get it to activate.
Do you try to activate it?
Yeah, I'll try to open the launching system, or at least open the bay doors.
Okay. You start something, and yep, sure enough, it seems to be initializing the launching system. You guys can see from here, from where you're at, the rails start to lift a little bit, at which point you guys hear a very loud noise and a ton of water starts pouring into it. And more and more and more water, and you guys are basically hit by this huge wave that actually knocks everybody who's out of their mechs. So Dr. Beast, Tucson, and Bandwidth like really hard up against the wall, and like you guys are like in water until an emergency shut off comes on, and you guys hear the pumps turn on again, and basically very quickly the water starts draining back out. The mechs were largely unaffected by this. The wave and water did not hit them hard enough to even move them, but we'll say you guys might be the rest of you might be dealing with some like mild sprains and heavy bruising. That was pretty rough, even in your hard suits.
Okay, well, we know not to do that again.
Yep. That did not turn out the way I had hoped.
Thinking this facility might be under the local aquifer.
I reckon. Either that or there's some kind of flooding, broken pipes or something up there.
Maybe.
No, that's too much water for it to be like.
Okay.
I think the part of the cooling system for the launch.
That might be.
Own bodies of water on the moon?
Well, there could be, since they were trying to terraform it.
Yeah.
I'll pop over back to our initial room and see if Bisque came down with the water.
No, the only organic thing that came down is more vines.
Well, shall we check westward?
Yeah. Look for another way up.
I'll back up, I suppose.
All right, the guys who are out, get back into your mechs. You head west. When you move west, you find yourself in another Also very large room, though not quite as big as the launching bay or staging area. This one's about on par with the mech hangar as far as dimensions. And when you walk in, there are these 3, I don't know, like rooms, or like they actually, to most of you, look like train cars with like big hatches up front. They're just like really huge, and like huge rectangular prisms that have sort of like rounded, like nice rounded corners, and have like big doors, like retractable doors, closing them off in the direction that you're looking at them. So all of them are facing east as you walk in from the west.
But these are not transparent. You can't see through them.
You can't see through them. No, they're actually, unlike a lot of things here, is like the paint has been applied seemingly randomly, but you can basically work out that like whatever process was used to build this place just stopped at some point, and so all of these are painted. So they have a nice sort of gray and blue painting through them, and they are labeled P1, P2, and P3. Bandwidth recognizes these as printers.
Ah, okay.
Oh, what licenses do they have?
Yeah, maybe mecha printers. Yeah, I don't know. Can I see if there's like any data loaded up in them?
Sure. Oh, I should point out there's another way out of this room to the north.
To the north.
And it's also a large door that you could fit a mech through. All right, so you get down. Which one do you head to?
I'll start with P1.
P1 is the farthest north, so they're arranged one's on the north, one's in the middle, and one's in the south on the west side of this room. P1, sure enough, has a nice console. You boot it up, and it says it's ready to print, but it has no information on what to print.
Okay. Check the next one, P2.
P2, same deal.
All right, and P3?
Also.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't look like they got any preloaded data here, so we're out of luck trying to print outside our acquired licenses.
That's a shame. Impact could use a new mech.
Well, keep that in mind.
Well, you might be able to print out stuff for your mechs, assuming that you have the data.
Yeah. And would we have the data on the local backup?
Chameleon knows this. All Jaguar House built mechs have all of their information in all of their parts. They basically kind of have like DNA so that they can be easily rebuilt by multiple cells. So yeah, you actually have information for all of your mechs, parts, and systems.
Oh, all right. Well, we can easily replace anything that's broken. I don't think we will be able to add anything new, but
that's right.
We can certainly, we can replace anything that you have broken, lost, or stolen.
Would any of this draw attention to us?
Maybe. I mean, printing does take a huge amount of energy.
If trying to open the bay doors didn't already.
Sure.
Yeah. This is good to know. We'll mark it down. We may come back to it later.
Do you want to double back and see what was in the west in the initial room we fell into?
Already here.
Much further?
Yes, I agree.
All right.
Doubling back.
All right. There is still a northern door here.
Yep.
I'm not saying you have to go through it. I'm saying just so you remember.
Yeah.
So you guys head east into the staging area, south into a freshly greened and moisturize launching bay. And then you guys turn to the west and run into a door.
I'll jump out and open it up.
Okay.
Or try
No
to.
problem. Click, click, beep, 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 beep. Yep. Open the door. Door opens. Poke your sensor clusters through. This is a ship hangar.
Ooh.
Again, huge. Like you could store tons of ships here, or potentially a very large ship. You know, like the one that brought you here. Again, there are some painted lines on the floor that's like, stay clear so that if a ship was to like come out of here and hang a right to get out onto the launching bay, it doesn't smush you against the wall, that kind of thing.
But it doesn't have its own opening or launching bay?
It does not.
All right.
Yeah, I think everything has to go through the launch pad that we were just at.
Yeah, does seem that way. Well, I ain't nothing else here. Let's go try that northern door out of the printer room.
All right.
Hop on your mechs. Head east, then north, then west into the printing bay. Get to the door. Tucson jumps out.
Yep.
Beep, 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 beep. Door opens. Poke your heads through. This is a warehouse. You see a lot of crates that are mostly metal crates, some plastic crates, and they are all labeled in a language that only Bandwidth really understands.
I'll probably read them off. Is there anything of particular interest?
They're all printing materials.
Oh, okay.
Most interestingly, there's actually some radioactive printing materials in here, so you'd be able to like print a
glow in the dark
print, or yes, you'd be able to print a glow in the dark mech. No, your reactors, guys.
Oh.
I mean, sure. You know what? If that's what you want to do, you can give your mech a nice radium finish. Actually, you can't.
Exclusive chase variant.
Yes, actually, you can't. You need to have brought the custom paint job thing. So if you didn't bring it, the radium won't stick.
See, I was gonna do custom paint job, but you talked me out of it.
I talked you out of it. Yeah, I know, because it's. I was trying to get you guys to like what's going to be most useful in like say a mission that has a lot of like difficult terrain and stuff like that. That's why I was like adamant about jump jets. But
yeah, nobody has hands. Nobody has glow in the dark paint. I mean,
correct.
What good are we?
Hey, if you guys manage to actually claim this place, now you know that's something that's available.
Yeah, this seems to be a place where we might be able to set up a base at some point.
Notably, in this room, there does appear to be a door that leads outside. It is like a very big reinforced like bunker door.
And where is that? North?
North.
And is it labeled exit?
Yes.
Well, let's see if this one's flooded. I'll go up and check the console to the exit door.
Yes, it says administrator permission required, like something like dangerous conditions outside.
I think we're gonna have to hack this one if we're getting through, unless somebody found a keypad or something around.
By the way, when you like start messing with like the door controls, you can feel that like oscillation again.
Oh, and Bisk is trying to contact us again.
Okay. Yep. I'll hook up my whatever widget and see what.
He's just asking you to check in and if you've encountered Melvin.
No sign of Melvin. Have located a door to the outside here, but requiring administrator access to bypass. We'll see if we can work around it.
Okay.
Do we actually know what Melvin would like seem to be when we bumped into it?
Probably some kind of computer system, maybe a control room. I haven't seen anything that looks like that. Maybe it's in the flooded area over to the east.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe it's not flooded at all. Maybe it's a false flag and they're trying to hide.
Well, that's not a bad idea. I still want to be inside my mech if we try to open that door, though.
Well, sure, but
All right.
Yeah, that's interesting that we haven't found any kind of a
Brian, you get a response from this.
power. We haven't found any kind of power station or anything like that in what
Yeah.
appears to be a closed-off system, except for the flooded tunnel. And you would expect that there would be some kind of access port to electrical, water, waste.
Yeah,
Well-
some living quarters, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You probably can find some like electrical panels.
It looks like Bisk is suggesting that we rest up here and repair. He seems to feel that he's safe enough where he is. So,
I still feel safer if he was down here with us.
anyone feel like they could get around to security on this?
Should be able to.
We can maybe open this up and get him down here with us.
Hop out and see what I can start doing.
Okay, they're gonna try to hack the panel.
Yep.
You want to give me a skill roll?
D20 plus relevant.
D20 plus any relevant triggers. Do you have a relevant trigger for this?
Is hacker fix a relevant trigger?
Yes. So
Okay.
what is that? A +2?
Yep.
So go ahead and do a D20 +2, but subtract a D6. I'm going to give you difficulty because you don't understand the literal language. Like you might understand the programming language, but you don't understand the
Oh.
literal language.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to basically get a lot of help from bandwidth.
Yeah.
And we're just looking for a 10.
Hey, there we go. So an 11 does it?
Yep. You see something that you're pretty sure means like authorization accepted. Would you like to open the door?
Yes. Wait.
Yeah. I mean,
This
if
is
we want to find Bisk, could probably be our best bet.
Yeah.
Okay. So you tell it yes.
Tell it yes and start booking it back to my mech.
Okay. You definitely don't make it.
Oh
Yep.
no.
We will pick up maybe 20 minutes from now after emergency protocols have been re-engaged and the room has been mostly drained. That's about when Dr. Beast comes back too from, violently being thrown against what I want to say, what do you call those? Like a bunch of shelves that are full of like printing materials.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, your mechs were fine since everybody else was in their mech. But the door opened up almost all the way to halfway before emergency protocols re-engaged, and of course, just like thousands of gallons of water just poured in here in just a few seconds.
Well,
I guess next time we try to go east, I think it's Chameleon's turn.
I'm good, thank you.
Well, I suppose let's take Bisk's advice and let's just hole up here and fix up as much as we can.
yeah.
Could maybe see to some sore muscles.
Yeah.
Can I reprint out some pattern B hex charges?
You try to do that?
I think so. If we're supposed to have everything here, I think the logical choice would be if we have weapons or anything else that's in our database that we can rebuild, repair, restock. We should do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. If that's the first thing you try, you put in the information for the pattern B hex charges.
Yeah. I
The
hit
printer,
print.
yep, like whirs and makes noise, and it doesn't take very long. It probably just takes only a few minutes. The door opens and a conveyor belt drops off. Like, what's your
I don't have
max?
access. I think it's 5.
Yeah. So whatever your max is, let's say for now 5. 5 bright pink hex charges.
Nice.
So basically like little squares that can be activated to become a grenade, or that can be like placed on the ground as a mine.
Okay. I'll look at them carefully just to make sure that they don't look booby trapped.
So they look fine, and in fact they look like actual hex charges. Like it's possible that whatever you were using was based on that, but you guys had to do with like whatever materials you had handy. Like these are,
Right.
this is like the prototype of what they're supposed to look like, except usually they're not bright pink.
It's like if we saw all of the drones and the attack things,
Yeah.
I think
I
they
mean,
would
that
just,
starts to make a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
slapping it together out of whatever colors they had.
Which means that there are other bunkers like this, presumably at those other 3 locations.
Makes sense.
Well, I don't know. If we printed one out of the second printer or third printer, it might be the other 2 colors we're looking for.
Does anyone else need a expendable repair?
Yeah. While we're waiting on the other ones to print, Dr. Bees has been uploading his information to get some more drones out of the second printer.
Well, if you upload all your information, you can get like a full repair. Like it'll like print out some fresh hyperspec juice and some like heavy shielding, right? So that they're not like, it's not like the spare chunks that you have. It'll like be like brand new mech parts for anything that you've had to like patch up.
Oh.
Will it refill my repair capacity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then yeah. Because other than drones, that's the only thing I'm missing right now.
Yeah, it's a full repair. It'll refill literally everything.
Okay.
Which one is doing hot pink? Because I want some hot pink parts.
That's
as it turns out, there is no color information in any of the Jaguar House info, which makes sense since they don't specifically don't care about the colors, right? That's why the mechs are so patched up and they look like different chunks of stuff. So because of that, the printers are sort of like filling in the color with whatever they have available.
Cool.
So whatever color thing you want, you can have, as long as it's a color that would keep you awake at night. So
United Colors of Jaguar House.
Yeah. After you guys have spent some time fixing your mechs, you guys can go ahead and describe what chunks of your mechs are still like olive drab and what chunks are now basically look like they're manufactured by Voight or Nerf. I don't know if Voight is still around.
So Chameleon's mech, of course, on the chest where the pattern B hex charges were, now looks like pink, like it's got pink abs there instead of a brownish grayish color. Full repair, so didn't really need to. I've got all my repair capacities back, but I didn't need to repair anything internally. But I did see that some joker painted tank rules on a big old panel in the backside of my mech. So I just go ahead and remove that, and now I have a big pink backside instead of one that has tank rules on it.
Okay.
I probably have like a replacement sword and paneling that's like bright orange or maybe neon green, mix of both.
Sure.
Tucson has a shield projector that has now become a neon green color, and otherwise had to replace some structure damage. So he basically has that Japanese like repair style where you've got gold
like
filaments filling in.
underneath the panels, you can see that it's like lime green.
Yep, all the way through it.
Well, Impact was missing a huge chunk of external plating. So it's actually a really cool kind of hypercolor pink and yellow chunk. And of course, now he also has a pair of tactical knives that are bright yellow with green blades because it just seemed practical and also cool.
Sure. And Dr. B's. Is that the one that went left?
Yeah. Dr. Bees will actually spend the time to
Color correct.
Yep. Making what looks like a very tropical version of a wasp pattern across the
I will say that you guys can have some very small bits of like matte black. So if you actually want like somewhat of a B stripe pattern, you can do it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He does have that much ego.
Yeah.
If you mix the pinks and the greens, it'll come out a kind of a matte black.
No, it just has like basically it has like this sealant for hatches and stuff that is matte black. So you can trick it into thinking that it needs to seal certain areas that it doesn't need to seal if you want a black accent, which is basically what Dr. Thies is doing. Yeah, I'll also point out that these are again the sort of neutral base versions of panel. So they, like you no longer have like a car door for like a shield or whatever. Like this is like these are like actually made and designed to be like that. They're just like a very bright, tropical Skittles color.
One of them was a green, right?
Yep. So you can have yellow, green, pink, or orange.
Oh, yes, if there's yellow, I don't know why I'm even thinking about anything else.
How am I going to make yellow? I'll take the green and remove all the blue.
No, there's some pretty wild bee and wasp patterns out there. I was trying to find one that would match colors that we had without my brain being like, yellow exists. Yellow is default bee.
Yeah.
Like, oh, all right.
So this takes you a while and you guys have to install it. So you guys basically have to like move your mechs into the hangar and use the equipment to like install these.
Mm-hmm.
So that takes like a couple hours.
As we finish, I probably would call bandwidth over to the staging area and looking at the consoles and just say, does any of this look like that would indicate where there might be other rooms or other locations that we might be looking for? Or is this a closed system, or what's going on with these control panels?
Yeah, I'll check it out, see like if there's any sort of like networked connection or anything, or
Okay. Yeah, there is a network connection. There is definitely more to this facility. Guess what direction is in?
east.
Yep.
East.
You see something that is just because of like the power usage, is either a much larger facility or there's something that's using a lot of power over there. But that's all you can really tell from here. You don't see it. There's no like schematics in the record of this facility. There are like hard drives, right? Like these panels should be able to access things, and there's like not even terabytes. It was like bigger than a terabyte. I don't know,
Petabyte.
like there's like petabytes and petabytes of information or of storage available. There's just nothing here. Like nothing was ever like put in.
Okay. Well,
You don't see anything for pumping. You don't see anything for pumping stations or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
You can access the pumps in on this side.
Yeah.
Like basically every room has these pumps that can get water out of that room.
that we already had to utilize a couple times.
Yeah, that will also come on if the sensors are like, oh, this room is flooded.
Yeah.
Well, our mechs
but
seem to be able to withstand the water. We could just seal off all the other doors so they don't get flooded, and then just open this thing up and let the pumps take care of it.
Yeah, but that might be the direction that their, artificial intelligence is at. We might want
Oh,
to try
no
to
doubt.
see if we can bring Bisk down here the same way we came in, just get him in position, and then open the door and drag him on down.
So you guys have been working and putting stuff back for a while. What's the best way to ask this? Have you guys noticed anything that I haven't mentioned?
Yeah, there's no bedrooms. There's no bunk rooms.
That is correct.
No
There's
kitchen.
Yep, that's right. There aren't any of those, but that's not what I'm getting at.
Bisk hasn't
And
responded in a while.
that is a fair assessment. Like that lets you know that they're either, again, this facility is either incomplete or they're on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something else.
Nothing's been trying to get into us.
That's right. Nothing's been trying to like attack you or anything. That's true. Well, still not what I'm getting at, but correct assessment. All right, I'm gonna Socraticize this. Where are you guys?
Underground base.
Where?
On the moon.
On the moon.
So the moon, Infenson's moon, is much smaller than Infenson, which has which is very similar to Earth. What would you expect?
Lower gravity?
That's right. We'll say that it occurs to Tucson, but you guys have been walking around in 1G this whole time.
So there's a gravity generator. Or there's something inside here that is more dense
enough to
to affect
imitate
gravity.
Planet side.
Was there less gravity on the surface, or did it also seem to be?
Nope, there was less gravity on the surface. I brought that up earlier, saying that like I didn't want to mess with the stats, but yeah, that's why you missed so much. It's because of the gravity.
Yes, that's why.
Well, you expect the bullets to fall at a certain rate, so you guys were like overshooting. I'm sure Dr. B's had to like turn a couple cranks to like have his nanites compensate for their flight patterns.
Do we see anything that's labeled artificial gravity on off?
No, not directly. But
floors aren't magnetized or anything.
Nope. You are like, this is gravity. Like, yeah, you're not like doing like the expanse gravity where you're just like plugged into the floor or moving very fast in the opposite direction. Like, there seems to be gravity.
All right.
Nothing that indicates a black hole is in here, a tiny black hole.
We would have noticed that on surface side.
Yeah. On account of like, it would probably be currently eating the moon.
Yep.
Yeah, small enough, maybe not.
Maybe not.
All right, bandwidth. I'm going to need your assistance again. I'm going to see if I can't find anything that controls this.
I'm
trying to hack into a system.
Okay, just one thing real quick. Like, gravity control is like actually a very rare thing in Lancer in this universe, and it certainly doesn't exist in Infenson. Like, there's nothing that can just control gravity other than maybe like a small system that can affect, say, like a single vehicle or like a mech, right? If you have like a mech that's like, I'm the gravity guy, then like, yeah, that kind of gravity control, sure, just like mechs can teleport and shoot lasers and stuff. Like, mechs can do improbable things because they're relatively small. To a whole facility, this is very rare. Also,
but bandwidth is not from here, right?
Bandwidth is not from Infenson. That is correct. But it is still rare wherever he's from. And lastly, it would explain why there could be an enormous power drain on the other side of the thing if, say, there was some sort of system that was creating artificial gravity almost certainly it would be very energy consuming.
And thus hot, and thus needing all the water.
Maybe.
So yeah, I mean, some point after we established there is higher energy consumption to east, and that's the only place that we have that we can conceivably go. I definitely relay that information up to Bisque. Also, when it is pointed out to us that, hey, we are experiencing normal gravity this whole time, that also gets relayed that this facility seems to be at.
Bisque will respond.
And in the meantime, when I'll probably see if there's any way that we can set up some sort of remote connection to the console so that when we do open that door to the east, all of us can be within the mech.
Okay.
I 3D print a giant pokey stick.
Maybe just like a little RF widget.
I mean, sure, but a pokey stick.
Yeah.
Pokey stick.
I would say I can almost certainly put something together.
Looks like Biscuit saying that gravity control could potentially be part of Melvin's capabilities as a Typhon class in HP. So, yeah. Seems to be further suggestion we're on the right track.
All right, ask him if he wants to try and get down here the same way we did.
Sure, I'll ask. Let him know that we're pretty much all patched up and getting prepared to try to proceed, and see if he wants to try to come on down.
I'm guessing you've communicated everything you've found so far?
Yeah, like mentioned the repair rooms, the spaceship hangar, everything that we can think to catalog, we'll let them know. Printers, printing materials, door to outside, it also seems to be underwater.
There's not any 7-Sark-7s running around, are there?
No, there aren't.
Okay, well, it looks like Bisque thinks it'd just be too dangerous to try to follow our route in. So, especially if the tunnel collapses, he thinks it'd be better to try to find a different exit that is not flooded within the east facility.
All right. Everybody mount back up. Let's see what we can do.
All right.
I'll go ahead and close all the doors to room 2, so we'll get ourselves all in there and staged and ready, and then close all the other doors.
Okay. Are you letting Bisque know?
Yes.
Okay. You get a response.
Okay.
If we're dealing with a genius level NHP, do we have some way to authenticate that we're actually communicating with Bisque and not like a genius level NHP?
Okay. That's a good point. Well, whoever we're speaking with is highly suggesting that maybe we should stop and sleep and eat before we proceed any further. So I guess let's
stay right there. Keep your squishy bodies close to the squishing machines.
I appreciate your heightened caution, but I think that is good advice. I mean, we have been kind of working at full capacity here. We probably really should rest up before we...
I'm just saying, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they aren't actually out to get you.
That's definitely true.
Okay, so you guys have rations on you, but
yes.
A happy byproduct of you guys flooding the printing warehouse is that you found that there were actually a couple of crates of rations in there as well. So you guys have a choice of whatever the Jaguar house is packed for you, or GMS rations.
And honey.
And honey.
Maries.
What's a GMS stand for?
General Massive Systems.
Ah, cool. And for those who are listening, and certainly not anyone on the game who might have forgotten, what does NHP stand for?
Non-human person.
Yeah.
You guys have, except for obviously bandwidth, but except for Dr. B's, you guys have not interacted with any NHPs, and Dr. B's has probably only like sort of interacted with them because they're not part of his like experiment cycle. Like he's got colleagues who are like studying NHPs. So the rest of you don't really know much about them. You know that they are referred to by union people as non-human persons, and that they are like super smart, and they might be computers, but they if you ever said that out loud to somebody from union, they seem to bristle at that idea. So they're something else. It's hard to tell. So you guys definitely don't have a super clear idea of what exactly an NHP is. You know that they're like, some of them are like very powerful and can create very strange and like uncanny effects. And that they have like very high computational power. But that's about it in general.
All right, so full rest for everybody. Let's take turns at the watch.
Good call.
I'm sleeping in my mech.
Okay. What is the watch?
I'll take first watch.
Okay. Everybody else sleeping?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll set an alarm inside my mech to take the second watch.
Okay.
I'll do the final watch.
Don't say final.
Yeah, say death watch.
Say terminal. I mean, no, wait, that's bad too.
The ultimate watch.
IMAX.
Okay. Everybody, so we got first watch
Chameleon.
is Chameleon, then Tucson, then Dr. B's.
Yep.
Is everybody, are the other two just gonna sleep through?
I mean, if that's an option.
Sure. I mean, that's what your teammates seem to be implying.
Okay.
Might kind of stagger, so I'm kind of, like half of the first and last watch.
All right, so Chameleon has the first watch.
I use that time just to basically let them know, let Bisque know we're turning in, and then we're starting to get back up.
Okay. He communicates to you that he's still safe, so.
All right.
All right. First half of the first watch goes by uneventfully. Does bandwidth get up?
Yeah.
Was that the plan? Okay. All right, Chameleon bandwidth seems to be active.
Yeah, it was pretty uneventful. I'll stay awake for another hour and then power down. And I just kind of stand in the corner on guard.
Okay.
So everything still seems quiet. I'll probably also turn in a while after that as well and a shift to sleep in.
Yeah. When it's time, I'll nudge Tucson if his alarm hasn't gone off.
All right, so you guys just hang out quietly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tucson's alarm.
I will pretend to sleep.
Okay. Tucson's alarm goes off.
Right.
It's an uneventful shift, very quiet.
He'll get up and try not to be too loud about it, but do a full check of all of the systems and equipment, make sure everything's in working order. Do some routine maintenance.
And his mech?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're up for 3 hours and nothing happens.
I will verify that Dr. Bees is ready to go. It goes to the third person.
Yep.
Yeah, what does Dr. Bees do?
Dr. Bees is going to be taking notes about all of the, like, what has happened, probably grabbing samples of some of the vines if they're still in here or on the mech. But probably has grabbed samples off of his mech to begin with, but, like, is actually starting to analyze things and basically just spend time focusing on figuring out what has happened with the environment as opposed to anything else, while just keeping an eye open for weird things going on.
Some things that you get is like, yeah, this is like a runaway, like a runaway terramorphing problem. Like
Mhm.
there were probably systems supposed to be in place to keep that from happening, but they weren't triggered. Weirdly, it seems to be stable from what you can observe, and like meaning that whatever state it's in now, it's not like doesn't from your initial reading seem to be like cascading or like breaking down. Which is good and bad. The fact that there are pumpkin trees around lets you know that there's probably a lot going on, like under the vines. Like there probably is like a whole under the vine ecosystem. And largely, if you were taking sort of topographical readings as you were going, and especially if you go back and you look at the information that you got sent from the ship, you're pretty sure that you are inside something that is sometimes referred to as a phytotelma, which is basically a bunch of plant material that forms a usually small, but in this case, huge body of water. Like looking at the readings, this station is not supposed to be underwater. It's underwater now because a bunch of plants grew on it and have been like capturing water on top of it. And from your readings, it seems to always be extremely hot and humid here. So there's probably like very frequent rains. So yeah, you're underneath a lake that is made up of plant material, like where the borders is made up of plant material. And you're probably not supposed to, like, this is not supposed to be underwater.
Right. Well, that's...
It also makes sense that that tunnel, if it's not built with the same, if it's not built to withstand water pressure like that, it does make sense that it could collapse if it's opened.
Well, that's good information to tell them when they wake up.
The bandwidth wakes up.
All right. So we're dealing with the phytotelma bandwidth.
All right. I don't suppose we'd have any way to rectify the situation.
Not simply.
Well,
we would probably have to basically destroy the ecosystem here.
So that's good to know.
Don't know where we're pumping the water to when it pumps out of here, so I don't know if this is going to work.
Oh, you're just pumping it back out into the lake.
Oh.
Like these are just like industrial pumps. Like powerful industrial pumps can do that sort of thing. Like submarines have stuff like that, right? That just like pump out the water out, and they're able to maintain the pressure of the thing.
Okay. All right. So we're just pumping the water back onto where it's coming from. Is what I'm gathering.
Yeah. Like
okay.
Basically, if you wanted to restore full function to this, you would have to destroy the plant lake. Like make a big hole in it and let the water drain out at least.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll explain that. Yeah, we're just pumping this. If we fill this room, we just pump it back into where we are filling the room from.
I see.
We would have to destroy the Telma.
So let's maybe not worry so much about pumping it back out. Let's just let it flood when we open that door and then make our way through.
That should work.
Yeah. Make sure we have the other doors sealed off, and maybe if we can override the automatic turn on of the pumps, might be easier, once things settle.
Yeah. I reckon that's gonna have to be what we do.
I don't know how to swim.
Don't go EVA, I suppose.
Yeah. Stay in your mech.
There's no better time to learn.
All right, well, let's do it then.
Yep. I'll shoot a message up to Bisk. Let them know we're getting ready to proceed.
Okay.
Well, everyone's ready. Let's open that door.
I think we're as ready as we're going to get.
Actually, I think I just okay. Yep. Bisk said he'll try to track our location with the ship. Maybe some radioactive dye would have been useful for that.
You guys are like mechs are kind of
Plenty
electromagnetically noisy.
Okay.
So that's like when you like hide or you like do something to like reduce things, like part of that is like lowering the amount of like radio wave, because like your sensors are active, right? So they're always like pinging stuff off of other things. So like it's not actually hard to track mechs. So if you just let them track you, they can track you.
Okay.
Well, presumably other things can also track you potentially, but
Yeah.
I mean,
all right. So what is the plan? Walk me through the plan.
Well, I think we're gonna crack open the door, let the water level equalize. Probably bypass the automatic, turn off the automatic pumps so they don't automatically turn on, so that it doesn't keep trying to flood water in as much as it's sucking it out. Then once it's then once it seems to reach an equilibrium, we'll go through. We should probably decide a marching order.
I'll bring up the rear.
Okay.
Be fine in front, I think.
I think Impact's probably been the most sturdiest. Should he take front?
I can do that.
All right. And I'll saddle in behind him.
Okay. So impact bandwidth. Dr. Bees didn't say anything, so he's in the middle.
Yep.
But then Tucson, then Chameleon.
Yep.
Okay. Who is overriding the systems?
We probably want to rig up something to do that remotely.
Wait,
That's-
let's still
You guys
stick a radio frequency dongle in the console or something, and
Sure.
connect it to my yeah.
Okay. You still need somebody to like program it. Who's doing that?
Yes,
Your
I'll
bees?
do it. Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another same roll. D20 plus your hack or fix trigger minus a D6.
I do also have an inventor create trigger, if that would be more relevant, even though it's
Sure.
the exact same thing.
Yep, sure.
Okay.
For this situation, if we focus on the creation of the dongle, then sure.
Yeah. I too also have inventor create.
Got that. Or I've just got blow something up. We could just, rig charges to blow up the door.
Yeah. I want to be able to reseal it if the
I have-
collapse behind us.
I have solutions. Is what I'm saying. But here's
Okay.
the roll. It's a
You got it.
6. That was the worst.
Oh no.
Okay. You got a little too fancy with that dongle, Bees.
I got a little carried away with not being able to read this language.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Fair.
So you guys all walk into the printing warehouse.
Mhm.
Shut the door behind you, and rig the thing to open the door, and then you like press go, and sure enough, the door starts to open. And when it gets to about the middle, and like, water starts flooding in, but again, your mechs are fine with that. There's a bunch of like crates and boxes floating around in here again. And when it gets to the middle, it's like, oh, engaging emergency systems. And then it doesn't engage the pumps, but also the door stops opening.
Well,
We went
wanna
into
still
the printer room.
Yeah, wasn't that what you were doing?
I thought we were
we're
just
gonna
staying in
in
the staging area. Yeah,
Oh,
we're
the
just gonna
staging
stay
area.
there.
The staging area doesn't open.
No, but there's
Uh,
doors. But there's doors
east.
coming off of the other rooms into the staging area, and so we were going to stay in that area and make sure that the other doors to the rest of the base are sealed off so they don't get wet, and then open the door to the east from
Oh,
the
so
staging area.
So you're flooding the printing warehouse and the
No.
printing bay?
No,
No.
we were flooding the staging area.
Oh, you're opening the tunnel that might collapse.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the tunnel collapses. You guys, the door opens a little bit. You guys get a bunch of water in here, and then a bunch of concrete like floods into the room.
Okay. Well, now we know. I guess we go to Plan B.
Do we have a plan B?
Yeah, open the other door.
One to the outside and go
Yeah,
away.
we'll have to go exterior.
All right.
That's why Bisk thought he was being able to track us.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought that there was an agreement not to open the tunnel that might collapse. So I was not hearing you guys saying east door. Like I was like, yeah, I know the plan. I'm like, oh, sorry, I did not know the plan.
We were hoping we could get through said tunnel before the collapse.
Oh, I see.
You assumed we were smarter than we are.
And the fact that the water would equalize on both sides would keep the tunnel from collapsing.
Yes.
How would the water equalize on both sides?
Because we overrode the pumps.
Oh, I see. No.
Okay.
You know what? I was just in a completely different wavelength that you guys. We will say that bandwidth snaps to and pops out of the simulation he just ran and realizes that plan will absolutely not work, especially if Dr. Beast overshushes the dongle.
Okay.
All right.
So, yeah, maybe we shouldn't go to the east tunnel. I think that'll just collapse as soon as we open it up.
But I wanted to replace the spot on my map that said collapse imminent with collapsed.
Collapsed evident. Yes.
And you know what? Just to make it more exciting, we'll say that actually it kind of halfway worked in the simulation. Who were the first two? Impact and
Oh, I see. And it collapses on us.
yeah. Who were the first two? Impact and Tucson? No, Tucson was. It was Impact and bandwidth. Yeah. So yeah, you actually have a moment in which you die in the simulation, crushed by like thousands of tons of water and rocks.
All right, good to know.
I think I might have been fed some paracausal data here. Anyway, I don't know that going through these tunnels work. Let's more or less do the same idea, but to the northern exit and
Warehouse.
yes, through the warehouse.
All right.
Maybe, I don't know if we want to store any of this printing material in the printer room before we do that, but maybe at least the largest free boxes so we don't have those slamming into us.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
Prep that.
Okay. You guys spend some time moving boxes out of the warehouse and maybe securing some of them so that you don't have to move them out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have a clear path.
We think we're ready. I say, Dr. B's, fire it off.
Yeah. We'll all be in the warehouse room and close off the door to the printer room.
Am I rolling to make a new dongle here, or?
Nah, you don't have to.
Okay.
In the time that it took for you guys to change directions, you're like, oh, I should stick. You know what? It doesn't even need this subsystem. Let me just take that off. So, yeah, you guys successfully flood the printing warehouse and open the door a sufficient amount so you guys are able to swim out.
Critical Hit is a production of Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC, and is produced and edited by me, Steven Schleicher. If you have thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, drop us an email at podcast@majorspoilers.com. If you want to discuss Critical Hit with other Critical Hit fans, be sure to join the Major Spoilers Discord. You can join it for free. There's a link in the show notes. Get into that Critical Hit channel. Talk to your heart's content. If you're looking for character sheets, we've got those too. Point your browser to patreon.com/Major Spoilers.
This podcast is copyright 2025 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.